Hello friends, welcome to your first reading of 2018. Your first reading by me, at least, Sailor Solitaire. I want to thank you all for joining me. I appreciate your time, and I hope that our session today is valuable to you. I do hope that all of you are transitioning very nicely into this new calendar year. I send you all positivity, love, and light. Please remember that this is a general reading. So if you would like a personal reading with me, you can purchase a reading on my site, sailorsolitaire.com, or via my Etsy shop, etsy.com/shop/sailortarot. The links are in the description box because they are a mouthful. All those little links will be found in the description box. Deep breaths, everybody. Let's get started. Hello Libras, welcome to your reading. Thank you so very much for joining me. I do feel like most of you Libras are just killing it right now. You guys are feeling like you're in your element, and I feel like that comes because you guys 100% deserve it. You guys have shown discipline, and you guys are really staying the course. You guys aren't straying far. You guys aren't giving up to your vices or to laziness or to your distractions or anything like that. I mean, maybe you have occasional slip-ups and whatnot, but on the whole, you guys are really focused and you guys have your eye on the prize. So good job, Libras. Keep it up. We do have this Four of Pentacles coming up, and to me this is a card of material stability, financial stability. This card is like you guys are playing it cool, playing it safe, being conservative about things. Sometimes this card can indicate, being a little bit too materialistic or too caught up in financial rewards, the financial game. But I feel like, you Libras can do what you want. So, for some of you, this will 100% apply, where you guys are like, yeah, I'm spending a lot more, or I haven't really been working on me. I've just been kind of focusing on, the latest trends or of this milestone, this goal that is just, part of the rat race, let's say. So if that's you and you want to, bring yourself back down to earth and you want to be a little bit more, spiritual or more in tune with your inner self, detached from materialistic things, then, it's okay to hold on to your things, but to just take a break from that and meditate or do something just for you, that's not related to work or related to, fashion or whatever you Libras are interested in, what you spend your money on. If this is you too, and you are you have been kind of clutching onto your money, holding on for dear life, you could consider, doing something positive for somebody else, giving back to people, giving back to the community and to those less fortunate. And if you're a Libra who is, not super well off, and you're like, well, I am less fortunate, this is who I should be giving it to, don't hold on so tightly to your money and don't be so greedy with it, because I promise you, when you let the reins go a little bit and you give back, that will come back to you like 1,000-fold. So be generous, not just for karma, but because you want to do something positive and your heart is open to give yourself and to give, to make somebody else happy. Okay, so that was the Four of Pentacles for you guys. But for Libras, Libra Suns, Libra Moons, Libra Rising, for the rest of January 2018, Tarot, what messages are for these lovely Libras? Okay, we got our cards. The first one is going to represent the overall energies at play for you lovely Libras for the rest of this month. Justice. Okay, so this is your card, Libras. This is you. You guys are the card, the element or the sign of justice. Okay, so you are represented by those Libra scales. It's all about balance, all about weighing out all the options of pros and cons. Are there better alternatives? Could there be a better way? So with this justice card, this is the major theme, major lesson here. And so maybe you guys are killing it in the game, but there are some things, some parts of it that need to be reworked, re-examined, reanalyzed, because when this justice card shows up as a major lesson, in my opinion, it is saying that there is a trade-off, there is a give and take, and you want to, I guess, reanalyze the cost-benefit analysis, if that makes sense. I mean, the scales are very analytical, so this is a very analytical card. It's a card of going back, revisiting things. This card is, about law as well, but like I said, this could be karmic law. Okay, so examine those things very carefully. Are you acting in accordance to karmic law? And what I mean by karmic law is your own moral compass. Are you adhering to that? Are you abiding by those rules? Okay, even if there's no external restrictions, external implications, are there internal ones that you are overlooking? Now when this justice card appears, you want to be careful. You want to not be taking shortcuts or sidestepping or playing dumb, being ignorant about things, because you can't really escape your own conscious. Okay, you can suppress memories, repress memories, try to forget, try to ignore your conscience or whatever, but at the end of the day, it's still going to be there. It's going to be a part of you and fester, and it is going to affect all your thoughts, all your actions, and again, by karmic law, your actions are going to your thoughts and your energies are going to accumulate negative karma, and your actions are going to take that in as well. I don't want to scare you guys, okay? I don't mean that you guys are like doing something really shady and you guys need to, check yourself before you wreck yourself or whatever, okay? I'm just putting that out there because this card is showing up, and I feel like when justice is really tricky here because it is more about spirituality. This could be a legal thing, okay? So for some of you Libras, 100%, don't you want to be careful that you're not doing anything illegal, okay? Doing anything under the table, doing anything shady like that, because this card is a definite warning that if you are doing something like that, you will be found out, or something is going to, manifest, something's going to happen that is going to make you regret your actions, okay? So, but for most of you Libras, this is a card of spirituality, okay? And when it comes to your own spirituality, everyone's different, I guess. No one really knows if there's an absolute truth, absolute way of being, and so it's gray areas, it's sticky situations, and that's where it's up to you to, use your own voice and to use your own judgment and think with your heart and to judge with your heart, and not with your head. And what I mean by that is that your mind can justify anything, okay? So, but your heart is a little bit more sensitive. You can feel if you're lying to yourself. You can feel if you're just, using weird logic to justify your actions or your thoughts, okay? So this is when it really counts. When no one else is there, that's when law, that's when justice really matters, okay? So it's not in front of other people. It's not in social situations. That's not when, in my opinion, that's not when law and order really matters. It's when you are by yourself. That's when your true colors shine. That's when integrity really matters. Okay, so just fair warning, guys. Watch out for that. Make sure that you're not lying to yourselves. Okay, next card is going to be the main challenge for you Libras. Fool card in reverse. Another major arcana card. This is powerful energy, okay? So yes, you guys are maybe experiencing a lot of success, but please, there's a lot of changes, a lot of things going on, okay? You want to go about this the right way. What you do now, and this is for all the signs, but what you do now is going to be a permanent part of your reputation. So what you do now, it's going to be not permanent, but at least for the next decade, it's going to be like, you know, a bright spot, like a stain on your shirt, okay? So make sure that you don't want to do anything that you don't want other people to associate you with. I hope, okay? This Fool card as your major challenge is like, you guys might be fooling yourselves into thinking that what you're doing is not really what you're doing. So you could be like justifying things, using logic and using, you could be, you know, manipulating your own self, persuading and convincing yourself of an alternate reality to what is really the truth. This Fool card is about being naive, and to me it's also about being a bit in a vulnerable position where everything's a bit new to you, or you yourself are a new version of you, and so you're unsure of where to go. It's still very new. There's a lot of potential with this Fool card, a lot of potential to go either way. Okay, so there's a lot of pent-up energy and very very powerful energy that has the ability to go very, very far in either direction, in good or in bad. And obviously I'm simplifying that good, bad. There's a lot of gray areas. You've seen that, we've learned that with this Justice card, but I'm just saying that it could go either way. So again, that's when it really matters. When you are by yourself in your own head, in your own soul, that's when your integrity is really, really counts. That's when it counts. Okay, so don't trick yourself, don't fool yourself into, you know, doing something that you don't agree with. It will catch up to you. This Justice card is making sure of that. Alright, so the next card is going to be general advice for you Libras. Five of Cups in reverse. So this is water energy. This has to do with your emotions. This has to do with matters of the heart. Okay, so this is moving away from your head with this Justice card, moving away from your thoughts and moving away from logic. And this is about, you know, we're having a heart-to-heart right now, okay? This is about your heart. This is about your feelings. This is not about, you know, the mask that you have to put up and wear in front of other people. This is about what's underneath all that, all the layers, and what's really there, who you really feel like you are and what you resonate with. And this Five of Cups to me indicates a bit of struggle, but when it comes reverse as general advice, this is like, okay, it's okay to be sad. It's okay to have those moments where you feel, you know, a bit sorry for yourself, a bit isolated, a bit like other people are not treating you fairly, but have that moment and then release it. Just like discard it, just throw it away and try to immediately counteract that thought, those feelings of sadness with something positive. Just turn it right around. They say they say that if you think of a thought for, I think it's 17 seconds, which seems like a long time, but wait for this. So they say it takes 17 seconds of any thought to spawn, to produce another thought that is similar to that. So a negative thought will produce another negative thought. So that seems like a long time, but you don't realize, or you may very well realize how long we linger on a thought that we don't really want to be thinking about, that gives us negative feelings. Okay, so you have 17 seconds to change, to turn that negative thought, to turn it into something positive, or to just stop thinking that thought altogether and to do something else. To, you know, play with your pet or your kid, or to watch a funny video, or to think of reasons why you're grateful for the life that you have. Okay, so that's a long time, but within a minute we can spiral down. And I've done this too, where it's been hours I've been thinking about negative things, just everything, and it just spirals down, because those thoughts produce those thoughts, those feelings power those thoughts as well. Okay, so you have such, time is so relative, okay? You have such a long time frame for you to change that, and to change your whole day. Okay, and you might think, oh, it's just a couple minutes, just a little bit of negativity, but that really does add up, and it accumulates in your soul, and that's what you receive. Okay, so this card is like, be mindful of what you are thinking, be mindful of your feelings, and change them up. Okay, do something positive. Really, I know sometimes it feels like, oh, I'm just living a lie, I'm fooling myself, but no, you are changing your story, you are rewriting it, and you are making yourself positive. You're turning negative into positive, and you are living the life that is more for your higher good, and not in lower vibrations like negativity. Okay, and I feel like when you feel good, you don't need to resort to doing things that you are not comfortable with, and you will be more morally resilient and emotionally more powerful to handle things in your everyday life. All right, so the next card is going to be the outcome for you, Libras. Wow, we've got this Four of Wands in reverse. Okay, so for some of you guys who have been foolish, who have been naive, and who have been lying to yourselves, and that's not all of you Libras, okay? There will be a falling out. This could be a breakup. This could be, if not a breakup, then kind of the end of like a honeymoon phase of you and a relationship, you and a person. Or, this doesn't have to be romantic. This could be for some of you who have been kind of doing some not so honest things, a falling out, a breaking up of a position, or of a position of authority, or some sort of power that you held may be kind of removed from your hands. This could also be you leaving some sort of religion, a church, leaving some sort of group, organization, or something that, and some sort of established thing that you have been a part of. You will remove yourself from that situation or from that group. Now this is just a potential outcome. This Justice card is just, warning you of the possibilities here. So something may be taken away from you if you do not, take off the blindfold, unveil the shroud of ignorance, and you don't start to ask the right questions, and you don't start to be honest with yourself. Okay, so block out those negative thoughts. Not block them out, like you can spend a second on them and then release them. Breathe in goodness and breathe out that negativity. It's okay to do that. You do need to release those emotions, not just suppress them, not just block them out, but be prepared for what happens. And if you do continue to not look at what you're doing honestly, then be prepared for the worst. But if not, guys, if you are there ready to make some positive changes, then don't worry about this. Any falling out is, at the end of the day, a blessing for you guys. So I do hope that those readings were helpful to you, valuable to you. And if you have any questions at all, any comments, anything you want to share, please don't be shy. I love getting comments from you, and I reply to each and every comment. So thank you for those of you who have been commenting. It's been a pleasure to know that my readings are resonating with you guys. And if you would like a personal reading with me, please check my shop and my site. You'll find the links to that in the description box below. So thanks again. I wish you all so much happiness, love, and light. And I'll see you guys in February.